thought you said you were ready.
Jesus!
Yo. How's it going?
It's good.
Good.
How's it going?
Good, thank you.
Good.
How have you been?
Good.
How have you been? What have you been up to? What have you been up to?
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. Things. Stuff.
You're so secretive.
I'm not.
You always are really secretive.
I just don't remember.
Nothing of importance, once again.
Well, I spend Monday to Friday at work, so...
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I've been kind of busy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went to a gig yesterday.
Was it good?
Yeah, really good. It was the first time I've been to a gig in a very, very long time that I'd never heard any of the music of the people I was going to. I went deliberately flying absolutely blind on a friend's recommendation, Andy's recommendation.
Oh.
Yeah, and really good. Really good.
With?
I went with Andy and Andy.
Oh, right.
Andy and Boldy.
So 2 Andys.
Yeah, 2 Andys. Yep, and I've been on my bike. I can touch my toes now. I've been bending for 4 weeks,
You can bend
right?
and touch your toes.
I've been bending for 4 weeks now. I can touch my toes. So that's actually a pretty big deal to me.
That is good. That is an achievement.
Yeah.
That's achievement. Angus's achievement of the week.
Yeah, my achievement of the week.
There you
I
go.
don't know how I can upgrade from that next week.
Well, let's just see.
Yeah.
You never know what might happen.
Will I reach a point where I won't be any more bendy?
No.
Oh, so I'll just be able to fold myself in half.
Yeah, once you're at the level of, like, Chinese circus acrobat.
I think they have to start quite young to achieve that level of...
Probably.
That level of bend.
Probably.
Yeah, I think I might miss the boat on that level of bend.
I think you have. But you can try.
I can try, yeah.
You can try. Don't give up, Angus.
I won't.
Never give up on your dreams.
I'll keep bending until my hamstrings eventually just both let go. Bang! Oh, he's had a blowout. The back of his legs are gone.
Oh my god, no.
It would be bad. It would be so bad, wouldn't it?
So painful.
It would be.
Oh.
Yes. So this is Starter for 10.
It is.
He's George.
He's Angus.
And we are back. And this is episode number...
20...
Don't... Is it 29?
I was going to say, I think it's 29.
It's episode 29.
Wow.
Obviously, last week we spent our time talking about horses clearing kidney stones.
Yes, we did.
So yeah, you know the deal. We take a news story, and we go on a wild journey.
Just see what happens.
Oh yeah, that's what's happened. No, I remember what we had to do. This week is brought to us by loose leaf Yorkshire tea.
Yes.
And salted caramel and milk chocolate cookies.
Salted caramel and milk chocolate cookies, yeah, from Co-op.
Yeah, I was feeling a little fragile.
A little fragile, so we decided against beer this week.
Yeah, sorry, a bit of a letdown, but
I've got it up with that tea.
The tea was really... See, I think this is
Banging
George's...
cup of
I
tea.
think this is George's first experience of loose leaf tea.
It's not...
Well, not
my first
for a while.
loose leaf, but first loose leaf, like, normal tea. Because whenever somewhere has loose leaf tea, it's like... Loose leaf tea and dandelions. And it's like, I don't want that.
I don't want perfume in my tea.
I just want a normal cup of tea.
Oh, yeah, so this is obviously just like essentially English breakfast.
Really
but
good tea.
It's really good.
Yorkshire do some specialities as well. They sent me some samples the other week.
Why? What mailing list is that on?
I don't know. But they sent me one for my birthday as well. It's really weird. They sent me a tea bag for my birthday. I don't even remember signing up. Anyway, so I had this...
I need to be on that package.
They have 3 new brews. A breakfast brew, which was really good.
Mm-hmm.
A break time brew, which was fucking horrible. And an evening brew, which was really nice. So the breakfast one's just breakfast tea.
Just tea.
Strong tea, but really good flavour. The break time one, which is horrible, it had like lemon and orange in it. Which,
oh no!
An orange in tea.
I don't need fruit
in my tea.
A little bit
of lemon's okay if you're into that, but orange was gross. It was horrible. It was like eating an orange biscuit type thing.
Oh, like a Viscount. An orange Viscount.
Freaking horrible it was. So that was horrible. So I wound up throwing that away and could taste it all day. It was gross. And the evening one was really nice.
Was it a decaf in the evening?
It was decaf. You wouldn't have thought, like, it tasted just like normal tea, but it had, like, nutmeg in it or something.
Ooh.
I don't know. It had something in it, and it was lovely.
Oh, see, I just drink normal tea.
Very, very nice.
I drink normal tea all times of the day, and I very, very, very rarely get the decaf out.
Do you have the Red Bush tea?
I do not have the...
In the evenings?
I do not have the Tatney Red Bush. I do not.
From the finest bushes in Africa.
You just want to get the accent out. I did. No, I
It
just...
is African.
Yeah, I know it is. For once,
Kenyan.
we'll let you off. I just drink normal tea all day.
Yeah.
Probably in the region of 7 to 8 cups of tea per day. Like, it's a lot.
I thought you were more of a coffee man.
I am as well, but like 6 of them as well.
Wow,
It's
you
bad
must be
news.
Peeing a lot.
I do, yeah, and I drink loads of water as well.
It's
I
good
drink
to drink, though, I suppose.
I drink like 3 litres of water as well.
It's good to drink lots.
I drink lots and lots and lots.
It's good.
And I drink 4 pints of milk a day. Oh, I'm having some issues with
I
my...
could just imagine you about
This
10 o'clock in the morning.
That list is...
downing
I
a
don't,
4-pinter.
I don't do... Wait, that sounded... Obviously, the 4 pints is contained within the tea,
Do you put
the
it?
coffee...
Do you put it in like a flagon and put the thumb in and hook it?
No, I
round
don't do it
and
like
just-
how you drink cider
just down
from your
it
gun.
like
No, I don't do
flagon
that.
of cider.
No, I don't, but that would be great if I did.
I'd pay to watch you do that.
I drink a lot of... At the moment, I'm drinking a lot. I just can't control... I'm cycling again. And I just absolutely can't control my weight loss. Which is just like a unique problem. But yeah, I'm just... My body's just changing shape ridiculously. It's all moving. Putting on big legs again.
Strange.
It's very strange.
Very strange.
Yeah, we've digressed.
Oh yeah, we're way off course.
We've digressed.
This does tend to happen. It's kind of our main premise.
We digressed. But we were talking about, obviously, our... So yeah, I would recommend Yorkshire tea.
Yeah, loose leaf Yorkshire tea.
Loose leaf Yorkshire tea. It is really nice.
Really
You
worth
obviously
it.
you might need a special pot to brew
Yeah.
it, which could be a
Or
downer
you just have
for
a
you.
or you just have a little sieve.
A little sieve, yeah. Like you're in a posh
Where'd you
hotel.
pour it?
You could do that.
Have you ever been served? I suppose. Well, you probably
I
probably
have.
have.
Had that, but
I was once. I went.
don't make me sound like I'm
Sorry,
some sort of...
no, just it's not because of that. Anyway, we won't get into the technicality, but I know that you've stayed at nice hotels. Once I was in Ireland. I was actually on business in Ireland.
Oh, baller!
No.
Baller!
Fuck,
Look
I
at
just
that!
realised
Why
what
is
I
he?
said.
He just got it. He just wanted to shoehorn it in there.
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
I'm
You got
so
any-
sorry.
Did you meet a celebrity? Have you got a name
no,
to drop?
I haven't.
Did you meet a child
I
actor?
did see Louis Walsh walking across the street.
Oh,
on
get
that
out.
particular day.
Get out!
I actually did. But anyway, that's not why I said that. That came out totally the wrong way. Actually, what I meant was I wasn't in Ireland on holiday, on a lovely holiday in Ireland.
I was on business.
I was actually there because I had to go to fucking meetings. But anyway, the point of the story is I was meeting someone in a hotel.
The point was that I go to meetings.
So I went to... I'm deciding whether or not to say this damn story now. So I went to meet this guy in this hotel, and he says, right, we'll meet here. So I said, okay, that's fine. So then I look up this hotel, and it's like this freaking, like, 5-star bloody thing right opposite the Parliament building, and it's all this
Mega
fancy.
posh.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, this is going to be grim. So it's like... It's very. I mean, it says. I mean, I don't need to explain it. It's very obviously fancy. Millions of staff everywhere, and it's all very stupid. So I meet him in this place, and we have a cup of tea, right?
Yep.
'Cause I was expecting like a beer or like whiskies and something really nice, but he was like, "We'll have a cup of tea." So they bring over like this. They bring over a cup, and they bring over this. They bring over the teapot, and they have these little like homemade little like biscuit like. I don't know what they call them, like petit fours, but not quite petit fours. Anyway, they were like little cakes. They were anyway, and then I'm like, oh, that's great, thanks. I'm just waiting for the tea, so I'll give it a minute, and then I'll wait for it to steep, and then I'll pour it. Anyway, no, wait
to steep.
Wait, yeah, steep, yeah, that's the word.
Brew.
Yeah, the steep is the same thing.
Never heard that. I'll
Yeah.
let you have that.
Yeah,
I'm skeptical.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Anyway, and then the waiter comes over, and he's like, should I pour the tea for you? And I'm like. Okay. So he gets a little strainer and he's pours your
Otherwise,
tea
you'd have
in
all
your
your tea
cup
leaves in your
and he
tea.
puts a strainer on the side and he walks off and I'm like, this is just absurd. I didn't enjoy it.
You didn't enjoy it.
Nice,
Makes you feel
it was-
uncomfortable.
It was a nice cup of tea though.
Yeah, that's my problem with these places. It does make you feel slightly uncomfortable.
So what you need to do is buy one of those little strainers and a waiter to pour your tea for you.
I reckon in that hotel you were on business, you might be able to find the $20,000 rare craft beer that comes packaged inside a squirrel. It's arguably the rarest beer in the world. Sorry,
because there's only one of them.
It was no, there's two here pictured. Sorry, it was a bit of a segue. We're going in.
No, yes, go in.
We're going in.
Hang on, wait. So let's backtrack. So there's a craft beer.
There's a craft beer
inside
that
a
essentially seems like, yeah.
I'm assuming it's a dead squirrel.
It's like a taxidermy squirrel where the beer bottle, the neck of the bottle is coming out of the squirrel's mouth.
Oh my god.
I think what I'll do is I'll attach the picture to the the social link on the podcast, because there's no way of describing this. It's absolutely magical. But so yeah, if you want to see it, you can find it at like Starter for 10 Pod at Twitter or Facebook or wherever. So yeah,
I'm just picturing in my head crap taxidermy.
it is a bit like crap taxidermy, but with a beer. It's very expensive.
20,000.
20. Wait, let me read the story. The craft beer has never been afraid to charge a bit more for a rare beer, but yeah, it's made by Brewdog, and it's called The End of History.
Made by Brewdog.
Is.
I've heard of this. It's in a book that I have at home on beers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's really strong, isn't it?
Yeah, very,
very
strong beer.
I didn't realise they served it in a squirrel.
Yeah, but it's $20,000. It's $20,000, and it comes inside a squirrel now. Yeah, we will let you off. Steeping is the act of brewing tea. Never heard that before, though.
There you go, steeping.
Yeah,
they did another one called. Really. They did two. They did that one, and then they did another one that was like 70%, and it's they call it like it's called the strongest beer in the world. I don't think it is necessarily, but that's what they. We went to
the Brewdog bar in London. I can't remember where it was. Not Shepherd's Bush. Shepherd's Bush Empire. Yeah, I went to watch a comedy show, and then the bar was opposite the O2 there when we came out, so we went in there, and I had a beer that they would only serve in third of pints. It was so strong. Yeah, you could get it in thirds. But no, this End of History Brewdog beer, its first run was back in 2010, and they only made 12 bottles.
12?
Yeah. And they struck up a relationship with a taxidermist who goes by the name of Simon the Stuffer, and the bottled beer is literally inside it. So yeah.
Is it only squirrels, or did they do like weasels and?
No, it was just inside squirrels.
Just squirrels.
Just grey squirrels.
Grey squirrels.
Grey squirrels. Grey squirrels.
Did they have they explained why? Why it's in a squirrel?
They just said it was art.
Oh right.
It's just unconventional art. Oh. It's an evocative beer.
It's evocative.
They love the disturbing nature of taxidermy, so packaging our most evocative beer in such unconventional I honestly can't talk today, which is an issue doing the podcast.
It's kind of an issue doing a talk show, yeah.
Beer in such an unconventional Brewdog way. This is awful. Beer is art. Art is also art. It's quite pretentious, but anyway, it's hilarious. But yeah, taxidermy. It's horrible.
Do you have any taxidermy?
I don't, but I've bought some taxidermy for people.
Oh no!
And I have run into taxidermy in my time. Yeah, some weird run-ins. My sister used to have to go to the chiropodist, and he was a weird guy. And I used to have to sit and wait in the waiting room because he used to use this like laser or something, and I couldn't be in the room. And then, he had cats taxidermed, like.
What?
On his mantelpiece and stuff, and it was so weird. So weird.
That is really weird.
But yeah, we bought a piece of taxidermy called Quack the Ripper, which was a duck that was wearing a leather apron holding a butcher's hook and had feathers and whatever on it. Yeah, for a Baldy. For a birthday present.
That's brilliant.
It was mad.
Quack the Ripper.
Yeah, we got off eBay. It's legit as well. It's so horrible. It's absolutely disgusting. But I think that was the kind of the thing we wanted it for.
I like it.
Why do we end up getting him Quack the Ripper?
Well, but there must have been a story behind that.
There is. I can't remember why. But it's a great story.
He liked it also. Oh, like taxidermy.
Yeah, but everybody weirdly likes taxidermy, don't they? It's one of those things that you shouldn't.
I kind of like crap taxidermy for the comedic factor.
Yeah. It is quite.
Like if someone fancied giving me like a stuffed giraffe and I could just have that like poking its head out of the roof or something, that'd be quite fun.
Yeah, but that was quite big.
Well, yeah.
And also, that would cost. I don't think I like the idea of trophy hunting taxidermy.
Oh yeah, true. Actually, yeah.
I don't think I can get behind that.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Didn't think of that.
But I don't know. If Rory died, my dog.
Would you taxidermy him? Put it
Yeah.
on the mantelpiece?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be hilarious. It would be hilarious. Once I got over the crippling grief of losing my dog,
God.
honestly, I didn't realise that you could love anything like that.
That's true.
Like I love that dog. It's honestly sickening. So yeah, I would
That's
be
true.
quite sad, and then I'd get him stuffed. And he would long live on.
I don't know. That would be a bit. Oh, I don't know. A bit odd.
Or having the
Don't know if
family
I can
pet
get down
stuffed.
with that. Don't know if I can do it.
I don't know. The whole act, how do they actually do it? What do they put inside it?
Formaldehyde.
Yeah, but what do they put? What's the bulk?
Stuffing.
What, just normal?
Probably, yeah, just like synthetic kind of stuffing stuff.
Taxidermy. How to?
It's like a YouTube series.
Don't even joke.
Now,
There is. Yeah.
I'm going to show you how to stuff a squirrel.
Preparing the animal. Oh
Do they take the
Oh.
bones out or do they leave them in?
no! Yeah, that keeps the. That seems that keeps the rigidity of
Nice.
the beast. And also, I guess, do you start off with small animals? Oh God, there's an instructable here on mice. Oh,
That's where to start, isn't it?
oh,
Or hamsters.
oh. Talking about rubbing borax into the pelt. You can't call a mouse's a pelt. It's like you could. Wait, that implies you could stitch it into a jacket, calling it a pelt. A mouse pelt jacket is harvested from 1,100 mice. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, brilliant.
I'm not particularly like squeamish. I'm not. I don't really.
I'm going to have to look this up later.
I don't really care, but they are quite disturbing. All these things, and also amateur taxidermy just looks
Awful.
awful. Like, it's
Terrible.
obviously really hard because everybody who I've seen who's done this, it looks really. How do you taxidermy on birds? It just looks like roadkill to begin with.
Oh, no.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that.
It's in 19 easy steps. It warns that it's not for the easily offended, overly squeamish, holier than thou. Well, I don't fit into any of those.
I think you should taxidermy something for next week.
That's not going to happen, is it?
I reckon you
That'd be
should.
disgusting. I don't really like. I hate birds. I don't like birds at all.
Not a fan of birds.
Not a fan of birds flapping in my face.
Really?
I don't like
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
suppose
don't really like
have them in
swimming
your
with
face.
fish. I don't like
No.
swimming with fish. I like, but then
You're
I
more
like-
of a mammal fan.
I love dogs. I'm not
Cats?
not stuffing a dog. No, I don't like cats
No, I'm
really.
not keen on cats.
I'm just not keen.
Small animals,
Well,
rabbits and such.
Never had any of those. Obviously, the only thing I've had is the fish. That long live the tail of the fish. Throwback to a few weeks ago, and it tried to restart its flipping heart with CPR. So yeah, that's how well we kept the fish for ages. To be fair, but no, I just haven't ever had pets really.
Yeah, no, we had a dog when I was younger.
And then the idea of stuffing it kind of fills me
I
with
wouldn't want to do that.
fills me with dread. It's just horrible. But no, because obviously crap taxidermy on Twitter.
That's hilarious.
That's a classic now. And there's a book, and I actually I was in London a while ago, and there was a like the most famous one, that fox that's awkwardly sat there like with his legs crossed. That was up. You could see it in real life. It was out for
Oh,
display.
really?
Yeah. So
right.
in a town hall. Yeah, weird, right? So weird.
Super weird.
Yeah. Probably the weirdest thing that's ever been shown in a town hall in Chelsea.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie.
I think I've seen that book. I've seen it as a book though, in like Urban Outfitters or something.
Oh, it sounds like that.
You can get the book.
Ragingly overpriced.
Yeah, no doubt. Cheaper on Amazon.
19 quid.
Yeah.
Can I get a Kindle edition? I want to see all the pictures in like
Black and white.
white.
On my e-ink display.
Yeah.
That stuff's amazing.
Yeah, how does that work?
Oh, it's so good. Like electronic charges. It charges the ink and it sticks to the screen. It doesn't. This is such a dumbed down way of saying it. I don't know the technicalities.
Yeah, good. I know nothing
But
about
it's
this.
electrically charged, and the ink is either attracted to the screen or is
Repelled
to
make the white space.
to the screen. And it like imprints on. It's kind of like when you were a kid and you had that like fuzzy face thing, and you had the iron shavings.
Yes.
And you'd move them into place, and then they stayed there. And then obviously when you moved it, then they all fell away, which doesn't happen with the e-ink.
because of the charge.
What happens is if you've got a Kindle, you'll see. Whenever you do an action, it kind of wipes, and then
So does it sort of pulse? It sort of pulses the ink off.
Yeah, which is why you can have a Kindle and have it on that screen, and it will indefinitely stay on that screen forever.
And it will use no power?
No electricity to maintain it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So the only time it uses electricity is to
when it
essentially changes page.
Yeah, which is how they managed to have like a month's battery life.
Which is mega.
Mm.
And that essentially has turned it from like a pretty good product into an unbeatable
awesome
product.
Yeah, it is, and the fact that it's matte as well, so it doesn't shine.
Doesn't shine. You can get them with backlights in them now as well, which obviously you have to charge more.
Which is good. Yeah,
you do have to charge more. But no, they're cool. They have sort of revolutionised it. I quite like. I don't mind paying for books on it either.
Yeah,
I quite like it.
Well, you get like lots of cheap ones and stuff.
Yeah, well, obviously it's cheaper. It's like I absolutely don't understand this. If you buy if you buy an Xbox game in Tesco, it'll be $32.99, like when it first came out or whatever. If you went to buy it on the Microsoft Store, so you don't actually get the case, the disc, the printing, the shipping of the disc, the printing, the van it had to go in, the fuel, all of those things, you take it away. It costs more to get the digital download.
I suppose it's convenience, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think it's to do with the shame of being an adult buying computer games, and it's this tax that we have to pay.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
you
the
don't
shame
have that
tax.
awkward moment when you have to go into game where it's full of children.
Yeah.
Pick up a game and buy it and say, it's for my son.
Exactly. And I can't say it's for my son. I clearly don't look like I have a son. And if I did have a son, he wouldn't be playing...
It's for my baby cousin.
It wouldn't be... Exactly, it's just awkward. So therefore I'd rather spend...
This is GTA... The GTA 5 is 18.
Yeah. So I'd rather spend £8 more to not have the shame of doing anything.
And the convenience.
And
being
pure
able to
convenience.
play it straight away. And not drive to Tesco's.
Yeah, but all of these things, I just don't understand it. It just makes me really angry.
No, I know, yeah. It should be cheaper to download than it should be to buy physical.
We're looking for in general, I quite like the idea of being able to loan things, though. I think there's some...
Well, you can do that with Amazon Kindle Lenders
Yeah, the
library.
Kindle Lenders library. I like the idea of that.
Yeah,
I just love
it indefinitely.
I love the idea of subscription services. I'm a fully signed up, paid up member to like millions of things, like Spotify,
Amazon,
Spotify, Amazon
Netflix.
Prime, Netflix. I'm on them all. I use them all. I use them a ridiculous amount. I'm like that guy that they lose money from all the people who have these accounts and they just sit empty. I'm the one who rinses them.
Yeah.
But it's I would love the idea of being able to just like borrow a game for 7 days if I was like into it for a while.
That'd be good, yeah, because actually a lot of the time with games you kind of play it and you've got the gist and that's it. You want to play something else.
Yeah. Or because I just don't get that, and I think there's a market for that, and that'd be cool if they did that.
Mate, we shouldn't have recorded it. You should have started a company.
Another one of these ideas.
Yeah, another one now. You've
Wasn't
just
as
told
good.
hundreds of people.
We've had better ones.
I don't know. I think that's pretty good. No one's done it yet. Although Steam will do it.
Nah, Steam. You just
Steam have got
buy
the
a
platform.
massive library of stuff.
But they've got the platform for it, haven't they?
Computer gamers are weird though.
They could roll it out.
People on computers, they're a weird bunch.
I suppose they get well into something, don't they?
They do. They do seem to. And people play old stuff still. That's the one thing I don't get. There's a whole community of people who play like something really old that's been out for 5 years.
Yeah.
And still absolutely stand
Original
by it.
Halos and stuff.
Yeah, I don't get that really.
They just don't stop playing it.
Yeah, I don't. I don't really. Yeah.
I'm
really weirdly
play
ashamed
games.
by my...
No, you shouldn't
my
be. I think it's good. I think it's cool to have something that
it's
you're good
funny,
at.
right? Like,
it's
if
a talent, isn't it?
If somebody... No, don't get me started.
No,
on this.
it is, though.
it's
If
not
someone
a talent.
plays guitar, I like say, oh, yeah, it's cool you play guitar. It's like, well, actually, I'm a really fucking good COD player. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
well, it was good.
no, I don't need to get angry about that. But the if you were walking into Blockbuster,
Yeah.
and somebody saw you in Blockbuster and you were picking up a film,
Yeah.
there'd be no shame attached to that at all.
None.
But if you were walking around Game and you pick something up,
Yeah.
as you said, it just feels childish.
It does.
But
yeah.
it's not. It isn't weird. It's just like playing.
Well, I always thought it was really funny that by the time you got to 18 to buy 18 games, the interest kind of went.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of went.
But it doesn't. There's whole swathes of people who secretly, obviously, go home and spend thousands on this
I
stuff.
know they do, yeah. I know.
Spend thousands.
Maybe they have nothing better to do.
I don't think it's that they have nothing better to do. I think it's the fact that you could lose yourself in a... It's just a release.
Yeah.
It's a pressure release,
Yeah, I
isn't it?
suppose, yeah.
And
Some people choose to watch TV, but
Yeah.
these guys
They're
play
just controlling their own TV show, I guess, to a point.
yeah. That's a
And
good
also,
way of
you just
looking
do
at it.
things to your own... Things that appeal to you. I like racing cars. That's what does it for me. I don't do anything else, really.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's
But
yeah,
it is.
it's weird. I genuinely get embarrassed
No,
talking
you
about
get
it.
embarrassed about it. I think, as I say, it is good. It's good to be good at something as well. And if you're good at something and you actually are good at it as well, then that's awesome. Who cares what it is, what medium it is?
The top 10 fastest time on DTM.
Yeah, well, there you go. See, that's something to be proud of, not something to be ashamed of.
It's deeply shame ridden.
If people know what you're talking about,
It's literally deeply shame ridden.
you know,
Yeah,
it's a talent.
Oh,
if
man.
talent exists,
I hate it. I hate the fact that I've broadcasted
I
my
think it
dirty
is.
secret to
well,
the world.
I think it is. I think it's a talent.
Yeah, I guess it's... What do you define a talent as then? Something that you can do that other people can't? Something you have to practice to improve
Yeah,
at?
something. Yeah, that's it. Something that. Oh, it's actually no, because talent's something that's more raw, isn't it?
Talent is something that you have to have.
I suppose talent's something that you either are good at or not good at.
Or is that a flair? A flair for something?
No, I would say flair is something that you have the ability to learn it well.
Okay. So, do you
Like
think...
a flair for mathematics?
Yeah,
You're
or-
not born knowing Pythagoras' theorem, but you can pick it up
No,
really
but some
easily.
people have a brain that's more
Yeah, so
wired
they have a
into
flair
to
for it.
working how things
But
are.
a talent is probably something which you are naturally good at,
Yeah, and then
have
you
learned how to do it and have sort of
Yeah,
got better at it.
I guess the language becomes a bit of a weird
I don't
one.
know, it's hard, isn't it? I don't know English that well to put words
You know
together.
English fairly well. Don't try this. You can't back out on that one.
Can't put
You've been doing it for a while, mate.
only 20-something years.
Yeah. 22.
Yeah, 22.
22.
I forget how old I am.
Yeah, I did. Somebody asked me how old I was. the
You're
other day.
23.
I am 23.
Yeah.
Quite.
Yeah, I don't have any talents.
You do. You obviously do have talents.
I don't.
You do. The
I don't.
African accent. Such a talent.
Oh my god!
Yeah, the racist African accent.
It's racially insensitive.
Okay, the racially insensitive African
I
accent.
think anyone can do accents, though. I don't think that's a talent.
It can. How do you genuinely? How you know when people have like a backlog of accents? How do they
Yeah.
learn that? Do they just spend a long time looking into the mirror, listening and
Well,
repeating back and doing
there are
things?
to me, someone who enjoys accents, there's two ways to get an accent. You either can just do it,
Yes,
basically
And
as
it just
simple as
comes
that.
out, yeah.
You just go for it and it works, or you have to put a lot of time and effort into it, and then you can get something over time.
Has there ever been an accent that you have spent time working on?
Yes, I can't do Scottish. I just can't do it. I've tried so hard.
So have you genuinely ever sat at home?
Well, no, because I live at home with my parents, so there's people around. So I don't want to be that guy who's sat in his bedroom, like...
This
Trying
episode's
to-
been so good. We've just
trying to
both
say,
let out like dirty, shame-filled
Hello,
secrets.
my name is George.
Hello.
In a Scottish accent.
Hello, my name is George.
About the only thing I can do is Scotland. That's about the only thing I can say in a
Scotland.
Scottish accent.
It just goes to a really soft
Scotland.
Scottish.
Yeah.
A really soft Scotsman.
See, you can do it. That's impressive.
Only if I'm taking the piss. Really breathy.
That's good.
But I couldn't just do like a normal man. But
That's
like you say,
good,
it's
though.
weird. It just
But
comes
I've-
out.
I've
It's a very
tried,
strange.
And I found, when I went up to Scotland earlier on in the year for about a week, And I found I was getting better at it, just being around people in Scotland.
So is that the way we've got to do it?
around
Immerse
Edinburgh,
ourselves.
and I just slowly picked up a bit of the accent. But no, I just can't do it. I can do others. I can do others easy.
What, but how have those just been ones that you've opened your mouth and they've just come out?
Yeah.
I guess it is funny though, because we hear all these things and then we can't replicate it. But then I guess that's a similar thing to what's it called? Tribute acts.
Yeah.
The argument: if someone can do a perfect rendition of Elvis, are they not just as good a singer as Elvis?
Yes, they are.
It's like that's.
But they didn't do it first.
Oh no, they did it fourth.
Yeah.
So then they get literally nothing. They get nothing from it, and they get to play cruise ships, and holiday parks. Yeah. I just find it bizarre, but except their talent was still really good.
Yeah, but they chose to be a tribute artist. You know Train?
Yes.
The lead singer from Train, I think I've told you this before. He originally was in a Led Zeppelin tribute band.
What, as the singer?
Yeah, and he is... I could not believe when I heard him singing Led Zeppelin tribute stuff. Unbelievable.
I could see how it could kind of work.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that is interesting though. But I wouldn't even. I guess it's the same as an accent.
How
do you begin to learn to sing in the tone of somebody else?
I think it's very similar. Yeah.
But I find it really. I was quite interested. I was thinking about this the other day. Just tone of voices in general. The tone that you. Obviously, it's to do with the structure of your throat, the shape of your face, the way you move your mouth. It honestly comes down to like a physiological way.
I think to an extent, yeah.
Doing things. But we all do have a unique tone.
Yeah, everyone sounds a bit different.
Everybody does sound a little bit different, and our ears are obviously incredible at picking up differences.
Yeah, unbelievable.
You could put everybody. You could blind test. Your ears would pick up unbelievable subtle differences.
Yeah, it's crazy. But if sound itself is ridiculous, if you want to think about that, like microphones.
Yeah, microphones are mad.
Just sound in general is ridiculous.
How it's taking the wave and turning it into an electrical signal. It's like I can't even begin to fathom it.
I don't even want to. It's
or how a
magic.
speaker works.
No, well, it's the same. Microphones and speakers are the same.
Yeah, it's just...
Well, ish. But I just can't. No. The
other one I find astonishing is if you put the needle on a vinyl and put your ear really close to it.
Yeah.
Without the without the amplifier,
with no amp, just the needle.
You're just hearing the perfect quality record.
And like
and the action
the
of
£5 notes.
The £5, and it's using a £5 note as a
on the vinyl record
as a stylus.
As a stylus, yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
But that means that essentially we've been printing with the level of accuracy that what's even happening is the stylus vibrating.
Yeah, it's ridged. The record is in ridged.
So that the stylus is essentially rising up and down.
The needle goes up and down within the stylus.
Okay.
Or the stylus... I don't think the whole stylus moves. I think it's just... Or is it the whole stylus with the needle? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. It's something like that.
But obviously the movement creates the sound.
Yeah.
As it hits the ridges.
Yeah, it vibrates, I think.
But I just find it absolutely...
I think it might vibrate down the tone arm. Does it vibrate down the tone arm?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Is that what creates the sound?
There must be something.
I don't know, but it's
very
magic.
It honestly it genuinely does. If you start thinking about it, it is in the realms of magic.
It is. It's black magic,
and it is totally.
Yeah, but then it's guitar strings is like a really simple way of visualizing it, isn't it? If you twang,
pluck,
strum. I don't know. If you just got one string, like one guitar string though, I think. Yeah. You just sort of...
Or an elastic band.
Yeah, or an elastic band, if you want to make it even more simple.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it vibrating, and that creates sound, because it's disturbing the air.
Yeah.
That is, the simplest...
It's mega. It is honestly mega.
But how we can hear and pick up on sounds.
I find it incredible
such distances
how,
as well.
On vinyl, it can create... Obviously, if you take a snapshot of one... For the sake of it, to split music down into a frame. So... Oh, that's a bad way of doing it. Split it down into 0.0001 of a second, right?
Yeah.
And put it on, so you analyse it like as a wave. There's more than one wave there.
I know.
There's a whole range of hertz that are being...
Multiple instruments
that are being transferred.
I don't understand it.
Say, for instance, on a really simple, on a band, you've got a bass drum sound that's obviously coming through as a bass note.
I know.
You've got guitars, you've got...
Bass
guitar,
and a note of
guitar,
a singer.
and a singer,
How?
all being transmitted
On that
through
one line? I don't understand.
a sample of the time. You've got all
I
that
don't
stuff coming
understand.
through in one thing.
I don't understand.
And that would be okay. Digitally, it makes sense to me. We can just layer on more and more waves. But the fact that it came analog first
I don't know. I just
totally blows me away.
I don't get it.
I don't know. I might actually genuinely do some reading into that.
Must
I do find it quite
be
interesting.
There must be minute differences in time.
But then surely the
between them.
tolerances we're making these things to, the tolerances must have to be so tight. And we print vinyl, like, just bosh them out.
I know.
And they sound, you don't get like, oh, I bought a copy and it just went a bit out of tune. It's not like the tracking's gone in the middle of it, is it?
Oh, dude, I don't know. This is.
Yeah, it is honestly really, really, really complicated.
But coming back to what you're saying, it's the same as with accents. How we all have slightly different tones.
Do you reckon if you had two vinyls alongside each other and analysed the waves, they'd be slightly different then?
What, two of the same?
Two of the same, from the same
Well, you'd
print.
have to start them at the same time. Which
No. If you recorded them both in and then analysed them alongside each other, would they be the same? So,
well, you'd expect them to be, but maybe not.
Because that, obviously, you're essentially engineering them to a very, very tight tolerance.
But you've got the needle and the stylus and changes in the...
Oh, yeah.
Because even if you use the same... Yeah, if you use the same stylus for both, one's slightly more warm than the other.
Jesus. This is a very hard, very dodgy.
I think we should quit while we're ahead and move on to Unwatch.
You wanna drop out on?
I think that's it. I think we've left enough for the listeners to ponder. Ponder.
Unwatch. It's time for Kim Jong Unwatch.
I like how we're just fluctuating between the two versions of Unwatch.
Well, I don't know. To be honest, I don't know which one's which. In iTunes.
And they both named the same thing.
Yes.
So it's a lottery each week.
I've learned how iTunes works this week as well. Oh my god, this is a good. Woo! What's week,
been up to this week?
Kim Jong Un appears to be quite randy.
Right.
He has made miracle sex potions.
What?
In a bid to make North Korean men better in bed. What? Who releases these news stories to begin with? Because all the papers report them.
No, it's not news. It's not news. It's from our source.
From our sources.
Inside
camp.
Yeah, in North Korea.
I've
forgotten what his name is, though.
Kim Jong Un. He's not our source. We don't have it.
You would get it right from the horse's
I
mouth.
do. I get it literally straight from him. I've got his email.
What is it? KimMatUn.com.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it. But no, all the same. Do all these newspapers just copy each other?
Yeah, they must do. They must just be like, I don't know.
Or does it get released by Reuters or something?
Yeah, I was going to say.
Is it Reuters news agency writing fake stories
say,
about... Oh no, they're not fake. They're definitely all real. Are they just releasing news stories about Kim Jong Un making sex potions?
Maybe, but he's never going to read them, so who cares?
There's new satellite images this week revealing the hellish reality of living in Kim Jong Un's prison camps.
I think we all could have assumed how bad that was.
Yeah.
I don't think we need there to be
I don't think we
reality. I think we all know it's pretty hellish.
He sent a 9-page letter to Donald Trump.
Oh God!
Demanding a stop to hostile nuclear threats. Well, I don't know.
Actually, that sounds quite reasonable.
It does, actually, to be fair. As long as we promise to both not do it.
Well, yeah, if he turns around and says, actually, I'll get rid of mine if you get rid of yours. Although no one would trust him.
He's had quite a quiet week, actually.
I like the sex potion one, though. That's a good story.
Yeah, I think so. I don't quite know how he's developed it.
With semen and stingray
Has
bile.
reportedly bile from stingrays.
Yeah,
he's milking the bile.
Completely coincidentally, I read something earlier that was talking about the Greeks and the Egyptians and how they made love potions. Yep, I don't even know how that came into my daily reading, but it did. And they used things like semen and stingray bile. Yeah.
Somebody said to me this week they'd been really enjoying the pod. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I said, thank you very much.
That's
and
good.
I said, yeah, it was cool. We found our stride. And they said, don't take it as an insult, but I think it's because you know a little about a lot of things. And you've just come up and said that I spent my day reading about getting stingray bile.
I don't know.
And I'm like, what?
I don't know where it came from.
What?
I don't know. These things just... I don't know. I just get lost on the internet sometimes.
Yeah, that's time to log off, mate.
And I remember this stuff.
Yeah, so all the stupid stuff you don't need to know. It
What
sticks.
if I just start delivering all of these one-line facts in bad accents?
Do them all in a bad Scottish accent.
Yeah, and slowly over
Scotsman.
I'll perfect my Scottish accent.
I don't know why you need the Scottish accent so much. Why do you need to add that to your repertoire?
It's good to know, you know.
It's very hard to actually use an accent in a way that isn't offensive.
It isn't. I was once...
Try and do the accent of a Chineseman. Like somebody from the Middle East, somebody from the Far East.
Speaking English?
Do it, yeah. And you tell me that doing a Chinese accent...
Okay, well, how long have they lived in the UK? How fluent are they in English?
Fluent, but they've lived here for 4.5 years.
In that case, they'd probably just talk like a normal person.
No, they wouldn't.
They'd probably speak in the accent of wherever they're from. They would not speak like this.
See, it's just
racist.
Exactly.
They would speak in the accent of where
insensitive.
they've been living. So if they're in London, they probably sound like this.
How can you... I just think there's some... But in a way, it's not insensitive to do. But
No,
we all
it's not,
suddenly
if it's
jump on
accurate.
this and think that the Chinese accent is racist. But it's not.
No, it's just...
It's no more racist than doing the Germans as well. But no one would be up in...
Or the French.
Yeah, no one would be up in arms. But if you go near a Chinese accent, go near an African, go near any
or
accent,
Indian.
or an Indian accent, it's instantly deemed as racially insensitive.
I don't know. I think there are times and places where you need to use accents.
I don't know what Kim Jong-un's accent is either. Sorry, we've had a bad week for getting sidetracked. Watch. That has been Kim Jong-un watch. Yeah, we've been awful getting sidetracked.
Well, it's part of what makes us what we are.
That concludes the personal messages. We continue with music.
Part of what makes us what we are.
Beautifully constructed sentence.
So yeah, we started at like...
Well,
we started, to be honest, we started at loose leaf... we started at obscure drinks and the £20,000 craft beer that comes packaged inside a squirrel.
Yeah.
We talked about taxidermy for a while and about how it's just a bit weird.
We did.
Taxidermy...
Where did we go from that?
Then where do we end up?
We got onto accents. How did
we
get
got onto
accents?
Oh,
Oh, because... Was that because... Oh, no, it wasn't because of my bad African accent.
no, I
Red
can't
Bush
remember.
tea?
It wasn't Red Bush tea. This is bad. We talked about things. I
don't
genuinely
know.
can't remember how we got there.
I don't remember.
But anyway, yeah, we ended up talking about... Man, I'm so tired. It's only it's 5 to 10 on a Sunday. Why am I this tired? I'll go to London tomorrow.
I can't remember either.
This is awful. It's been a shambles. Oh, well, it's been a laugh.
It's been fun.
Yeah, so I can't
It's been
remember
emotional.
It has been emotional. And we talked about, we
Stuff.
talked about just dross. We just did 40 minutes of dross.
We did. But I think it was... I think people like it.
Do they?
Probably not.
Well, they do anyway. People keep listening.
Maybe 5 people. Our mums.
5 people plus the mums.
Yeah.
I am campaigning virulently to get my mum on as a guest, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm in deep conversation. I'm
Comedy
close.
gold.
I'm close. She's honestly my hero and an absolute legend. And she has many fine things to say. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
One day it'll happen.
Stay tuned. Anything else coming up? You got anything good planned for the week? I'm taking that facial expression as a no, but you're going to spend a long time practicing. Oh, we talked about gaming for ages.
Yes,
all stuff we were ashamed of.
We talked about gaming.
My
and then
shameful
we got
secret.
onto accents.
And then accents.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, that was been Star for 10. We're about
Thank
to lose
you.
the end of the music because
He's
it's
Angus.
just been a mess. He's George. Find us on Facebook, Twitter. Talk to us. Download the podcast, like and share, whatever you want to do. Have a good week, everybody.
Thanks,
Catch you on the
guys.
flip side.